Hey everybody, welcome to Vail Valley Live. We are getting ready for Oktoberfest. We've got the official mugs for this year. We're going to tell you all about it. We'll also let you know about the Avalanche hockey alumni coming to town. They're going to be playing a game tonight at the Dobson Arena. We also have the Eagle River cleanup happening. So many different things for you to enjoy. The lifts are open as well on the weekends. So even though Labor Day is come and gone, there's no problem. We got a lot of things to do and a lot of things to talk about. So let's get right to it. Vail Valley Live starts now. It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
Living it.
living it.
Living it.
Lots to do.
lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning
At 7:30.
7:30.
it's Vail Valley Live.
It's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Happy Saturday, and thanks for tuning in to Vail Valley Live. It's going to be a great weekend ahead, full of beautiful weather and plenty on the schedule of events. As you just heard Tricia say, summer's not over. Even though Labor Day has come and passed, there's still lots to do, and we are just soaking it in for the month of September. It's one of my favorite months, actually, especially now that I don't have to go back to school. It's just another whole month to do adventures and just kind of cross off that summer bucket list. So hopefully we can inspire you to get out and do some fun things this weekend. And we have a great show for you. The big thing happening today is Oktoberfest. So we just had it last weekend up in Beaver Creek, and now we're bringing it back to Vail, and it's going to be in Lion's Head this weekend, and then next weekend it'll be in Vail Village. So we have plenty information about that, and we actually have talent that is going to be playing some live music this weekend on the show today, the Polkanauts and Rewind. So we'll hear a little bit from them and see what we can expect with their set list and so much more. So we'll get into Oktoberfest details. And yes, we have a hockey game happening tonight. There was the MMA fight yesterday at the arena, and they changed over, and there'll be a whole hockey game this evening. So much more information about that as well. But let's dive into the weather and kind of look what we can expect for today. And thank you to the outlets at Silverthorne Elevated Savings for sponsoring this weather report. And we did see just a little bit of rain pockets, a few different places at the valley yesterday. So it cooled things down a bit. So for today in Vail, it's going to be a high of 68, possibly even 70, low 70s. Down in Eagle, we'll see 80-degree weather. But those lows are dropping down. It's a low 35. It feels like 32 right now. Definitely chilly mornings, and those evenings are cooling down. So it's all about the layers. And the UV index has dropped down to about 7 out of 10. So it's definitely a little less hot than we've seen the past couple weeks. But it's going to be clear throughout the day, plenty of sunshine throughout the weekend, and then we'll see some clouds move in Tuesday. So that is a quick look at the weather. But even better than seeing the temperatures is seeing the outside views. So let's bring things back outside to Tricia Swenson in Lion's Head.
All right, Meredith. Hey, I actually shed the coat. It's not warm by any means, but you know what? It's a still morning. The sun is out, so I thought I'd showcase the dirndl because it is Oktoberfest, and I've got the official mug for this year.
Let's see it.
The beer sponsor is Spaten. Okay, so we've got the Spaten, lots of different varietals with the Spaten, and then Vail Oktoberfest, and it says 2022 on the bottom A lot of people collect these all throughout the years. They put them on shelves. They've got them in their game rooms, their movie room. So it's kind of fun. And you know what's really nice is it keeps your beer colder when you have it in either the ceramic. This is the half liter, and then they have the full liters as well. You can get those in the glass, and it's got the logo also. And you can buy them in advance this weekend and next weekend, and then pick them up at what they call the Stein station. So they'll be ready for you to go, and then you go up, and your first beer will be free if you purchase your commemorative mug from this year. Now, you can always bring last year's mug or a mug from, the very first Oktoberfest you ever went to. We've been hosting them for quite some time here and in different mountain towns. I think I have one from Breckenridge from many, many years ago. But you'll get the free beer only if you get this year's mug. So don't try to get a free
Got it.
beer with another mug.
Awesome. Well, you look so cute. I have to just say, Trisha, the whole outfit, I love the energy, and that's one of the best parts of Oktoberfest. It's so freeing, and there's so many people that just go full out with these costumes. There is a costume contest, and then there's, the beer stein holding competition, so that's where you're like holding your mug out for dear life. You'll start the shakes, but it's crazy. People train for this moment, so they take that
Yeah.
seriously as well. There's a bratwurst eating
Yes.
competition. I mean, there's a lot that goes on throughout the whole day.
Well, and what's different about this event, as far as the contests are concerned, from our last weekend's event in Beaver Creek, keg bowling.
Yes.
All right. So they literally put kegs into a pyramid, and then they have another keg that's on like a roller, like a little dolly. And you push it and try to strategically strike that pyramid at just the right spot so that you are able to knock the entire tower down. I've done it. It's harder than it looks, So there's a couple of opportunities today and tomorrow to do it. So it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Just to even
it's
watch, it's fun.
definitely. I mean, don't be surprised when you hear just metal things falling. I mean, it's actually quite loud too. But that's really fun. And then we are gonna see the Polkanauts and Rewind band. So we're gonna talk with them. That's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, you know what? Helmut Fricker was there last night with his Rhinelanders band, and he'll be a
Mm-hmm.
big part of it again today. So a
Definitely.
lot of times and Polkanauts played last night too. So we'll have kind of the UPA band during the day, and then right around 7:30 to 9:30, that is when Rewind will play, and that's a local band that formed, quite a few years ago now, and they've become a crowd favorite with all of their 80s covers. They also have a ton of just classic rock and roll, and so you just know the words. So by the end of the evening, everyone's pretty loosened up and they're ready to sing along and belt out the tunes as if they were John Bon Jovi. So that should be fun. We'll be talking to them. And they've got sound check early this morning. So lots of activities happening early this morning. And yesterday they kicked it off at 12 noon, and they're going to do it at 12 noon again today, go all the way till 10. And then tomorrow it'll be 12 until 6. And then Meredith, we move the whole show down to Vail Village next weekend. So 3 big weekends of Oktoberfest. And then every once in a while there's a Gyptoberfest and Gypsum, and Eagle will do something down at Eagle Ranch. So Oktoberfest, it just never quite ends. It has a life of its own over here.
Definitely. And it just is so fitting in our villages, whether it was in Beaver Creek or in the Arabelle. I mean, you really feel like you're traveling to Bavaria, and no passport required.
Yeah, you know what? It really is neat. The architecture of the Arabelle in particular is so European. And that's where we are. We're going to be not here. We're going to go over there, and that's the Arabelle at Vail Square. So it's all enclosed. There's actually a tent with picnic tables there, and then Blue Moose Pizza and Rimini and the Arabelle Tavern Arabelle. Those are right there too. So if you're looking for just a sit down meal, you can easily have that and still be a part of the action. But if not, then we've got things going on with a bunch of awesome German food. The pretzels are huge. We've got some strudel. We've got all the beer. All the Spaten is being poured and ready for you to go. And really, no long lines yesterday. They've got a couple of different stations where you can get your beer. So come on out. It's going to be an awesome afternoon today. A little bit cooler. I just want to remind people that, it's been hot lately. It's been in the 80s, but that cold front's come through. So I would definitely, and there is a bit more shade here at the Airbell with just the buildings. So I'd wear the jean jacket. I'd bring a little jacket, especially if you come tonight. Then I'd maybe wear like the thin puffy coat. Well, over your dirndl, of course. We want people to dress up, but just bring a layer because it's going to get a little bit chilly.
Yeah, and if you don't have the dirndl or the lederhosen, it's still such a great time. You can even go up on the hikes, so the gondolas, which you can see right behind Trisha, the Eagle Bond gondola, that's still open on the weekends. So that's only until October 2nd. So this is the last month to soak in those summer views. And it's a great month to do it because you're going to start to see the leaves change. And I just love to ride the gondola and get the bird's eye view on the trees on the mountain because there's so many aspen trees.
I know. It's still pretty green right now. So it's going to be interesting just week to week. And then sometimes it happens so fast. I just love these days just because it's such a beautiful time of year. It's a magical time of year seeing the change of nature and just something larger than ourselves. It's really a cool thing.
Absolutely. So plenty of time for adventure, plenty of time for that beer drinking. So we have so much more information with the live interviews coming. So we will dive back into that, but we're going to take a quick break, but stay with us.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
Are you ready for summer gardening? Here at Knapp Garden Center, we take pride in our selection of beautiful, hand-picked, perennial and annual flowers. We also carry a wide variety of delicious veggie starters, herbs, bushes, shrubs, trees, soil amendments, and so much more. Our selection is carefully chosen for our altitude, soils, and climate and reflect the hardiness of the Rocky Mountains. Visit us today at 295 Rule Road in Eagle. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30 p.m., and weekends from 8 to 4. Knapp Garden Center has everything you need to craft your beautiful outdoor space this summer.
Flowers are fighters. That's why the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's is full of them. Because flowers find a way to break through. Just like we will. Join the fight at alz.org/walk.
All right, well, let's see what made headlines for your Saturday, September 10th. And spoiler alert, we have Oktoberfest. Helmut Fricker has made the cover of the paper. He's just so iconic here in the Valley. And it's just going to be a great weekend of Oktoberfest. Like we said, we had a full day yesterday on Friday, but we have 2 days to look forward to and next weekend. So great photo by Chris Dillman. And these papers are free, so pick up your copy. It's all across the Valley. Also, another big moment, bagging plastic for good. So, Vail already has a ban on plastic grocery store bags, but the new state laws allow local governments to expand state bans on bags, containers, and they can have some fees. So, this is will Vail go beyond the state's new plastic law? So, it's really great to try to avoid plastic at all costs, and this is going to be even a deeper dive look at the Vail Town Council, whether they're going to ban it even further. So read more about that on page A3. And our local and region not giving up without a fight. Eagle County carries the torch for Colorado in the last-ditch attempt to block Utah waxy crude rail carts traversing the Colorado River. So this is looking at the Tennessee Pass Railroad, which is, you can see it in all the different towns, and it's been dormant since 1997. So there's companies that are trying to reopen this for oil. So read a little bit more about that on page A2. And then the Mountain Rats Festival returns Eagle September 15th. This is a big mountain bike festival, and there's going to be a lot of different events down in Eagle. So read a little bit more about this upcoming event on page A14. And the solar power is coming to Vail's Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. This new solar array will likely offset a quarter of the venue's annual electricity. This is going to be a really cool improvement for them. They just closed their summer season, and they're going to be doing this renovation over the winter. And this is going to be really exciting. The nonprofit that runs this venue is the Vail Valley Foundation. So they had a chance to interview Mike Imhoff, who's the president, and it's just a fascinating article. So read more on page A15. And the big arts and entertainment cover, Savoring the Wilds. This was written by our very own Tricia Swenson, and this is all about the Earth to Table dinners that happen up at the Wild at the Ritz-Carlton Bachelor Gulch. We talked about this on Thursday's show. Just spectacular menu items, and the themes change each week. So reserve your reservation, and it's going to be on Wednesdays. And this is just such a delightful dinner to really experience new ingredients and themes. So pick up your copy today. There's so much information in here. There's cars that are selling, houses that are for sale, horoscopes, the schedule of events. So fascinating stuff. And let's also take a look at the road reports and just see how those roads are looking for your commute today. It is the weekend, so we are expecting to see heavy traffic up from the Front Range per usual, and heading back down to Denver on Sundays can be tough too. I mean, I just went to Denver last weekend on Saturday, and it took 3 hours, a little over 3 hours, which is normally an hour and a half drive. So just anticipate that if you are headed to the airport. We also are seeing some construction on Vail Pass, so they'll close a lane down, which will evidently back things up a bit as well. Yesterday, also in Dow Junction, there was a little accident. Dow Junction is pretty narrow, so it's really, good to slow down and not cause the roads to back up. But hey, we're not dealing with any weather. Those roads looking very clean. So easy commute. You can always go on to cotrip.org for those alerts and to check out what those roads are looking like. But I would like to see what Lion's Head is looking like. And we have the Polkanauts that are going to be playing today live with Tricia. So let's send it out there.
You know what, Meredith? Some kids aspire to be astronauts. Others aspire to be Polkanauts. And that's who we have with us this morning. We're excited to have one of the bands that's going to be featured throughout this weekend at Oktoberfest. They're based out of Denver, but look at these outfits. I mean, it's serious business. I love you guys bringing the stoke. So, James, tell us a little bit about the history of the band.
Well, we've been together since, I guess, around 2007, so almost 15 years coming up on or off. And we've always just played seasonally, throughout the Oktoberfest season. September, October, November, and nowadays we're booked straight through those months, so we are pretty busy during this season. And we decided to come to Vail and play the weekend. We're playing today from 5 to 7, and then tomorrow from 4:30 to 7:30.
Okay, now how did this all come about? Were you guys involved in music growing up? And then where did the idea for the band come about?
Some guy originated with a couple of guys that aren't in the band anymore. They kind of retired, as it were, early on.
Yeah.
And we all took over as they recruited us, and we said, no, this is a great idea. We're going to keep doing this.
Yeah.
So it's heavy metal polka. That's kind of
heavy metal polka. I love it. Okay.
We play like 50% traditional, but then we mix in a lot of rock and polka and pop stuff too. It's like traditional German stuff.
And what is your name and what do you play?
I'm Wade, and I'm the drummer.
Okay, and your name?
I'm Dan. I'm the guitar.
Okay, and look at the patches. They all have the Polkanauts patch, but then they have different patch games going on here. So you can see, they're probably trading patches, just like people trade pins at the Olympics. Maybe you could trade patches with these guys. Okay, and then James, what's your musical talent that you bring?
I am the bass player, but also the vocalist of the band.
Okay, and obviously the accordion. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Florin.
Okay. And tell us about this. This is really cool. It's like an electric, instead of an electric guitar, it's like an electric accordion.
It's a digital accordion. And normally they're acoustic instruments, but when you play with a rock band, you need more volume, and you can't deal with feedback and microphones. So this is an ideal instrument for that.
This is perfect. Okay, awesome. And is this your first time playing Vail, or have you played other Oktoberfests up here?
We usually every year we do Breckenridge.
Mm-hmm.
We also do Denver Oktoberfest, which is coming up next weekend.
Okay.
We've toured around a lot of the states. Whatever festivals want us, basically. Also breweries. We play a lot of breweries.
Oh yeah. I'm sure you have a following too.
And we do somewhat, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, and we do out of state every year. So we
Yeah.
go to Tulsa. We've been to Pennsylvania, New York. We're going to Knoxville, Tennessee this year.
Oh, wow.
So we try to get out a little bit, at least once or twice a year.
Okay. And do y'all have day jobs too?
And we do.
Okay.
So yes.
But it's
this
fun.
is not our only source of income.
Yeah, this isn't your only gig going on. Well, we're glad
This is
to have
our
you
fun,
guys
yeah.
here. Okay, what are some of your so if you put a little polka twist to some different rock songs,
Sure.
what are some of those?
We do some punk rock. We do some Ramones, like Blitzkrieg Bop. We do Motorhead, Ace of Spades. We even go as crazy as to do some Slayer songs, and Iron Maiden. So, and then we have a mixture of like surf music and other things that we incorporate into the traditional polka songs as well.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so fun. So 5 to 7 today.
Yes.
And then again tomorrow. So it's noon to 10 tonight, and then it's noon until 6 tomorrow, and then
Correct.
you guys will roll on back. Oh, how long have you been wearing the orange suits?
Probably too long. I think it needs a wash.
All right. Well, you know what? It's going to be a little cooler today. It won't be nearly as
we need
hot
the
as it's been. So I think you'll need your gear today.
Yeah.
I liked your hat. Can we get any of the Polkanauts merchandise anywhere?
No,
On your website?
We do have some.
Okay.
The reality is we have some T-shirts today, but we don't have any more of the hats.
I like the hat. All right, we got to get some more hats,
That
guys.
was a sample.
That's right.
Okay, awesome. Well, we are so excited to have the Polkanauts here in Vail. We're going to be Lionshead Village today. Next week, it's going to be Vail Village. But you can check them out today and tomorrow. They'll be 5 to 7 today. So come on down, everyone. Get your mug. We've got the official 2022 mug for you. Spaten is the official Oktoberfest beer. So this is the place to be this afternoon.
Just fantastic. I don't think Trisha's ever looked so short next to them, but they have such great energy, and it's going to be a fantastic concert. So check them out, 5 to 7 tonight. We'll be right back.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets@silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Are you ready for summer gardening? Here at Knapp Garden Center, we take pride in our selection of beautiful, hand-picked, perennial and annual flowers. We also carry a wide variety of delicious veggie starters, herbs, bushes, shrubs, trees, soil amendments, and so much more. Our selection is carefully chosen for our altitude, soils, and climate, and reflect the hardiness of the Rocky Mountains. Visit us today at 295 Rule Road in Eagle. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30 p.m., and weekends from 8 to 4. Knapp Garden Center has everything you need to craft your beautiful outdoor space this summer.
To find a cure for osteoarthritis, why not look to the body's own power to heal? At the Stedman Clinic and Stedman Philippon Research Institute, we're working with the National Institutes of Health to conduct a clinical trial treating osteoarthritis of the knee. To learn how you can participate in this clinical trial, call or visit our website today. The Stedman Clinic and Stedman Philippon Research Institute. The future of orthopedic medicine is here.
Okay, I don't know about you, but I was really hoping to hear them sing a little bit, especially because they brought that accordion. So, hey, how about you guys sing? Can we make it happen?
Gather round, boys, listen to me. Tell you a story that's hard to believe. It's about my sweetheart that I love so dear. All that she drinks is ice cubes and beer. Ice cubes and beer, boys, ice cubes and beer. All that she drinks is ice cubes and beer. Ice cubes and beer, boys, ice cubes and beer. All that she drinks is ice cubes and beer. Hey!
Yes! So you can catch the Vail Oktoberfest starting at 12 o'clock today, and it's going to go all the way through 6 p.m. You're going to see the Polkanauts take the stage from 5 to 7. At 7 o'clock, the Stein lifting competition happens, and then we're going to catch Rewind, which we're going to hear from them just a little bit later in the show. So just fantastic energy, fantastic time to be up here in the mountains. And quickly, our studio is located in the Grand Hyatt. So I don't know if you've really stopped by to check out their campus, but it's so dynamic and so many different areas to really enjoy and make those memories, whether it's the axe throwing or the Top Golf suites that you can reserve for your private party. You have your own bartender, and then they have a beautiful tiki bar outside, and it's right on Gore Creek. And there's 2 different restaurants here. One, Yoshimi Pop-Up, which they're doing 25% off if you say you heard it on Vail Valley Live. So go out and check that out. We just had a huge feast of sushi. Just fantastic. And again, those views of the Gore Creek is so gorgeous. And we also have Gesner, which is their restaurant right in the lobby. And they really have an eclectic menu as well. And I actually had an opportunity to go back in the kitchen and make some breakfast with Chef Pearson. So learn a little more. Hey there, we're here at the restaurant Gesner, which is located in the Grand Hyatt Vail, and we're joined with Chef Pearson, the one, the only. Thank you for joining us today.
No, thank you for having me. This is awesome.
So Gesner, tell us a little bit about the restaurant, the vibe, the menu.
No, for sure. So Swiss influence, a lot of American flair. We brought chefs from all over the country to work here. We have our chef de cuisine has worked in a ton of different kinds of restaurants, from sushi to American to French. So we've just had a lot of fun with the menu, and changing it seasonally has been just ideal for guests, that come back to us and hang out with us. So it's been a lot of fun so far.
So today we're gonna get our hands dirty. You see, I'm sporting the apron, and we're gonna go back in the kitchen. What are we making today?
So we're gonna hit breakfast, because I'm a breakfast person. So I'm thinking we're gonna do a beet hummus toast. We're gonna do a fried egg, some cotija cheese. I'm gonna put you to work. We're gonna have some fun.
All right, let's go. All right, so we made it back in the kitchen on the chef's line, which is really special.
Yes.
This is the exclusive look behind the making of the beet toast. So let's dive right in.
Let's do it. So I have it set up today just to show everyone how we make it. So we do the hummus, pre-roasted beets, a little oil. We have shallots, lemon juice, cumin, roasted garlic, some zest, and then some herbs. So the biggest thing with this is to make it smooth. So what we do is we just put it in the food processor for 5 minutes. It almost gets warm that it's in there so long. And that's what really makes ours special.
Okay.
So it really brings out that
Creamy.
flavor for us.
And are these chickpeas pre-cooked?
They are. So we actually toasted them. We
them?
toast them to bring out that nutty flavor, which we think really helps the dish.
That's fantastic. So this all goes in the food processor.
So everything's gonna go in the food processor, about 5 minutes, you know, and once it comes out, you're gonna have this awesome product of the beet hummus. So
amazing.
If you're
Look
ready.
at this. Beet hummus, that's very special. I love the color that it adds to it.
Yeah, it brings out, it lets the dish pop, you know, off a white plate. It's just, people have really been happy with it, so.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, let's dive in.
All right, let's do it. So first is the bread. Avon Bakery, rosemary sourdough. We
I
love
love
it.
their bread.
We're bringing 100 loaves of this in a week almost.
This is made locally.
Yes.
Avon Bakery, I love that.
So we put it in the salamander. You could use a toaster at home if you're making it at home. We toast both sides of it, real simple. This thing is over 500 degrees, so it's super quick.
The Ultra Toaster. Not available at home.
Not available at home. So
Oh my
as you can
gosh.
see, less than
That was
30
so fast.
seconds, super quick.
Wow, very impressive.
So now I'm done. Now it's your turn to work. So
All
I'm
right.
gonna put you to work. So we have some pre-toasted bread and we have you set up in order. So first things first is you're gonna take this spoon, I'll get you a plate set up and just spread as much hummus onto the plate as you want.
Okay, here we go. How thick?
Pretty thin, you know, just from
Pretty
edge
thin.
to edge,
Okay.
almost as much as you would put peanut butter on the toast would be
Okay,
my
that's-
recommendation.
Okay,
So
probably a
you're,
little too much.
you're perfect right
Mhm.
there.
Okay.
Next, what we have is our roasted beets. Super simple, so as many or as little as you want on there. And then we have local heirloom tomatoes. So these are the
Ooh.
Brandywine heirloom cherry tomatoes.
Look at that
Super
color.
flavorful, bunch of different colors.
Okay, am I going overboard?
No, you're killing it. You're killing it. So the hidden is the fried egg that we talked about.
Yes.
So with the fried egg, I like to put it on next. Just right on top.
That doesn't scream breakfast.
Little
I don't know what
protein,
does.
little breakfast.
Uh-huh.
Can't go wrong. After that is just a little bit of garnish. So we have
Okay.
cotija cheese, we have pickled red onions,
Mhm.
and some Nap Ranch microgreens.
We love Nut Branch, also local. Check that out.
We do a ton with them. They come in. We love to do demonstrations, presentations, whatever it is. They've been a great partner.
I love that you're partnering with locals. That is
It's been fun.
fantastic. Okay, so what's first?
So I'm saying cheese is first.
Cheese is first.
Just a little pinch. Cotija cheese. And then you have pickled red onions, which we do in-house.
Ooh. How long does it take to pickle an onion?
It's quick. You know, as soon as the liquid cools down in the jar, I think they're ready to go. It's one of the staples. I always have this in my fridge at home. So then we'll just finish it with a little microgreens. We just put them right on top. Just a little color, little love on top.
Fantastic.
And that's it. That is our beet hummus toast.
All right, Chef Pearson. I think you and I have to try it.
Oh man, I brought the knife for a reason. So
Okay,
let's
amazing.
cut this up.
All right, cheers.
Thank you. It's good after a big workout, a hard ride. So people that are in Vail coming through, I'd say come get some pancakes, come get some beet hummus toast and enjoy.
There's something for everyone on this menu, any time of the day.
Absolutely.
I feel super lucky to be let in behind the kitchen, on the chef's line. Thank you so much, Chef Pearson.
No, thanks for having me. Next time we'll maybe do the tiki bar. We'll go outside and enjoy the sun.
All right.
Life is brimming with miles and miles of possibility. So gear up. Explore the world how you see fit. The right tires will show you that the experiences you make are the ones you take with you.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
There are times I wonder, why can't I wear white after Labor Day?
Something on your mind? Chew on it. Twizzlers.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Liv Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact your Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
Yes, call Liv Sotheby's to live the life you love. We were just gushing over beautiful houses and dream houses here in the studio, and Liv Sotheby's can make that happen. So thanks for sponsoring our weather segment today. And we're going to have really gorgeous weather today. It's cooled down just a bit. We've seen a lot of 80-degree days in the past couple weeks, but we're going to be in the 70s for today in Vail and Beaver Creek. Down in Eagle, we might see it up in the 80s. It's always a little bit warmer down there, but plenty of sunshine, low chance of rain, and that forecast is similar as we look throughout the weekend and into Monday. Just another gorgeous weekend ahead. The UV index has dropped to about 7 out of 10, and the humidity is about in the 20%. Sunsets at 7:20, so it gets earlier and earlier, which means our evenings are cooler. So best suggestion is to just be prepared with layers, because we can see a vast different change in temperature. But just gorgeous. I love the weather in September, and it's going to be perfect for a day to go out and explore on the mountains, or spend your day drinking some beer, listening to music, eating bratwurst. And the band that's wrapping up the evening is Rewind, which is a local band. We love them. So we're going to send it out to Lion's Head and hear a bit more from them.
All right, Meredith. Yes, we've got the band. They'll be playing tonight, 7:30 to 9:30, Rewind. And we're so glad to have them here. And they're going to be kind of wrapping us up with some rock and roll, some 80s, and everything that we can sing along to. So let's introduce the band right now. Guys, tell me what your name is and what you play or what your part is.
Hi, I'm Jeff. I am the lead singer.
Okay.
Josh Lautenberg. I'm on drums and other percussion methods.
Hey, I'm Mark. I play guitar.
I'm Alan. I play guitar as well.
Okay, we got 2 other members, so it's a 6-piece band.
Yeah,
and
Steve and Joel couldn't make it this morning, but they'll be here tonight. Stevie Keys.
Stevie Keys.
Dr. Joel. Dr. Joel on the bass.
Joel, okay. Is he going to be roaming through the audience?
Probably.
He's kind of known for that.
Yeah, it depends. We're giving him a longer leash, like an actual leash. So we'll see how that goes, and then we're setting him electric.
expensive.
Okay, yeah, perfect. You'll get shocked if it gets too far.
Exactly.
But that's what's so fun is a lot of us know you guys because you're here. You guys, these are your friends, these are your neighbors, and they're gonna be playing tonight. But you've been playing for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I think it's been 5 or 6 years, and this is kind of one of those favorite gigs of the year, just because. We do really well when the sun goes down and when the beer flows, and this one just kind of checks all those boxes.
It definitely does. And you know what? I mean, we love the oompa music, but hey, we can't do it for 8 hours straight. So it's nice that, well, the Polkanauts that'll open up for you guys from 5 to 7, they kind of cross over between polka music and heavy metal. So that'll get the crowd warmed up for you
Get them warmed
guys.
up, yes. And we love those guys. They're great. They played here last night as well, so we're really excited to follow them and kind of add a little bit something different. But usually by the time we get here, the crowd is fired up. They've had a couple of drinks, and in their minds, it's the greatest music they've ever heard. So, for us, people get loud and they get wild, but it's a great time actually for all ages too. It's not just the people who are drinking beers all day. We have a lot of kids and families.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's generational music because a lot of times the parents are still listening to this. The kids start to like it. Everyone knows "Don't Stop Believing." They know the words. You got to come and see this T-shirt. Look at this awesome T-shirt. We've got the Rewind T-shirts, but Trans Am, baby. If you don't have a dirndl or lederhosen, just wear something kind of 80s.
Yes.
You know, 70s,
One
80s.
piece ski suit, whatever you got.
Whatever you got. So, what kind of songs can we expect to hear?
We do a little of everything 80s rock. We do classic Van Halen, Journey, Def Leppard. That genre, we pretty much cover all the hits, so I think it's a really good time. So.
Okay, yeah, and here's the other T-shirt. Rewind.
Designed by our own Mark Repke here.
Oh, awesome.
Part-time graphic designer.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Also interior designer. He does an amazing job with kitchens, living room areas. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Now, but how did this band get its start?
Oh wow. You got to go that direction.
Okay.
Well, long story short, Mark and I used to work together, and one day we got together in the office, and somebody invited anybody that plays guitar to bring their guitar in, and so Mark and I just showed up with our back line and all of our amps and all of our
And they're like, these guys are serious.
Like a selection. Looked at each other and like, why aren't we playing in a band together? And the next thing you know, we started a band. So this is what 9 years later we've been together. So.
And I think the formula really works because, as you were saying, it's music everybody knows.
Yeah.
So it's not, we're not picking deep cuts. These are like right down the middle songs everyone knows and can sing along with. So
and it's just feel good music.
And we love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Well, I know the locals love it, and visitors going to love it. Yesterday, I was stopped here for a little bit. We got people in from San Diego and people in from Texas. I mean, people have come here this weekend just for this event. So it's such a treat. But I know you must love to have your familiar faces in the crowds too.
We do. We see spouses, we see our kids, we see friends and family from schools and from soccer and from everything else. And generally people show up, they know this event's happening. We've played it, I think this is the 5th or 6th year in a row, except we skipped 1 year because of COVID. But otherwise, people know we're playing tonight. It's such a great evening. It's 7:30 to 9:30, so it's not terribly late. We've got a tent here, so we're covered in case of weather, so there's no reason not to show up. The temperature is going to be perfect. But yeah, there's a lot of familiar faces, but we really love playing to people that we've never seen before. And our gig a couple weeks ago, where people came from out of state, flew in just to see us, and got front row seats or front row tables to kind of check us out. So it's kind of fun.
Okay, all right. And we want to follow your schedule and figure out where you are. What's the best source?
Facebook. Rewind Colorado on Facebook is probably the easiest way. We also have our website is rewindcolorado.com. So those two are probably the best way.
All right, book them in advance. They're in high demand, people, especially in the summertime. It's great to have them out here. Okay, we're not going to make you sing this morning because I know it's a little early for the vocal cords. Although the Polkanauts did do a little, she drinks beer and ice cubes.
Oh, she did
that little with the accordion. They have an electric accordion.
Yeah, someone thought we should play some Rammstein. So I don't know what the words are exactly. So that would be
I don't think they know what the words are.
But we could say, no matter what you do today, don't stop believing.
Okay, all right. Don't stop believing, everybody. So they're going to be playing 7:30 to 9:30. The whole event ends at 10. The Polkanauts open up for them. Oompa bands throughout the day. So no reason not to head on down to Lion's Head for Oktoberfest, which starts at noon. And
one of our favorite fans.
Wait,
our number one fan
in
Vail Valley.
How
are you?
Okay, wait. Hold my beer. Wait a minute. Okay,
One of my
let's see,
favorite
let's see.
lines.
Okay, all right. Wow, they have tank tops too.
Yeah, wow, that was fast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Dandy.
Yeah.
There we go.
Rewind. Hey, I'm with the band. I'm like their Rody.
I dare you to get on stage and do the, we need some backup.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't sing, so I'll just play. I can do tambourine. Give me the
Okay,
tambourine.
we have a tambourine.
There we
Okay,
go.
okay, we can do that. All right. So you'll find me on the tambourine tonight on stage right here at Airbell at Vail Square.
Such awesome energy. I can't wait for you guys to take the stage. Thank you for coming on this morning. It's always hard for the bands to get up on our early morning shows because they're typically playing late into the evening, but we appreciate hearing from Rewind. Just fantastic. So you can catch them tonight, 7:30. We're going to take a quick break, but we still have more coming at you, so don't leave.
Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
To find a cure for osteoarthritis, why not look to the body's own power to heal? At the Stedman Clinic and Stedman Philippon Research Institute, we're working with the National Institutes of Health to conduct a clinical trial treating osteoarthritis of the knee. To learn how you can participate in this clinical trial, call or visit our website today. The Stedman Clinic and Stedman Philippon Research Institute. The future of orthopedic medicine is here.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail, Hyatt's newest luxury resort in Vail.
All right, let's take a look at one last look at the weather. We're going to see beautiful 70-degree weather. It'll be a little bit more about 80s down in Eagle. And so we're going to see maybe even a low of 35. I mean, it's definitely warmed up as that sun fills in the village streets, but it's fast temperature changes. So the best suggestion is to be prepared with some layers and, of course, wear that sunscreen. The UV index is about 7 out of 10 right now. But low chance of precipitation until about Tuesday. We'll have some clouds roll in and possibly see some rain on Wednesday, which would be fantastic because our fire restrictions have gone up since August because it's been pretty dry and warm. So it'll be good to get some rain, but perfect weather for just a gorgeous weekend ahead. Hopefully you spend time outside and at the Oktoberfests. But something to look forward to tonight is we have a hockey team making their debut, the Snowcats, and they are going to be playing and facing off the Avalanche alumni at 7 p.m. at Dobson Arena. This is going to be fantastic, and it's all for fundraising for the Vail Mountaineers. So I think we should bring Trisha in and see if we can kind of chat a little bit about this. Last night, they had the MMA fight at the Dobson Arena. They switched it over, and it's now going to be a hockey game tonight.
You know what? The amazing turnaround. There must have been people working all through the night to make this happen, to tear down the fight venue and then to bring it into a hockey venue once again. So yeah, it was pretty quiet when I was by there this morning earlier. But yeah, that's where that will be. And doors open at 6 and then the puck drops at 7. You could still get your tickets there as well. So forth between here and the pop over there, and because Lion's Head is where they're hosting the Oktoberfest celebration also.
Yeah, there's going to be a awesome silent auction, and then there's going to be a meet and greet at Solaris at Gray Salt, which is a store from 12 to 2:30, so you can meet some of the players. And this is just going to be all an effort to fundraise for the Vail Mountaineers, which is our youth hockey team here.
Yeah. Yep. So the Vail Mountaineer youth programs, that's what the proceeds are for this. And they've raised quite a bit of money in the last couple of years. And I just, hockey, it's an equipment intensive sport, travel intensive. So this really offsets the cost for a lot of the families here in the Vail Valley to get their kids out there and playing and give them the opportunities. So that's what it's all about. So,
yeah. And how cool to partner with, nonetheless, our Avalanche alumni. I mean, they just won the Stanley Cup. They're coming off such a big season. And I hear through the grapevine, we may even see the Stanley Cup. Fingers crossed.
You never know. You never know if that is traveling with them or not. So it's kind of a cool thing to check out. I know that Bernie, the mascot, is supposed to be here. And during the game tonight, they're going to have some fun things during the first intermission with the kids, some of the youth hockey kids doing like relays and skills. And then the second intermission, you have a chance to win $500 in the Chuck a Puck contest. So, hey, someone's going to be walking home with $500 tonight.
Definitely. It's getting me excited for the hockey games that we see all throughout the winter season with the Vail Yeti hockey. And so it should be interesting to hear and see what these Snowcats are up to. But they are making their big debut tonight.
Yeah. Big story there with that.
Yes.
So, it'll be interesting to see how the outcome is. And so you got to go and find out. But Meredith, also, I just kind of want to let you know the lay of the land at the Airbell here. The tent is going to be right in the big square where the ice rink is in the winter. And they've got maps and everything. So a couple different beer stations. And then the kids' activities. They have Oktoberfest. And it was so cute today to see the balloon animals and the face painting. So this is just up the stairs, just a short staircase from where the ice rink and the tent is. And so it's going to be way up there. And then that is going to be where you're going to find those activities. So if you're just down here and you're like, wait, where did that kid get their face painted? Go up the stairs, and it's right near that sunbird nest playground. So that's another thing. But you know what? This is such a beautiful venue to host this. When you think about the Airbell that was built in the late 2000s, they really wanted to make look like a barbarian village. And it certainly does with the colors and the architecture. We've got the clock towers. We have a glockenspiel here, kind of like the famous one in Munich at the Marienplatz. The maypole behind us, that has scenes from all 4 seasons. The maypole is kind of a traditional thing. Usually they would do May Day dances in the spring to celebrate the coming of spring. So this whole region kind of harkens back to a Bavarian look and feel. So it is the perfect setting for Oktoberfest today. And Meredith, once again, we do have the official mug for the, this is the half-liter ceramic. You can also get a half-liter of the glass. Spaten is going to be the beer today, throughout the weekend and next weekend. And then they do have the full liters, and those are in glass. So that's what they'll be using for the Steinholdian competition, is the full liter full of beer. I mean, just these things are pretty heavy. The half liter is heavy, and it's empty.
It's a really good workout. I met the winner of Beaver Creek's sign holding competition, and he was like, I've been preparing for this moment. Every morning I wake up and I work at it. So it'll be cool to see who takes the trophy home today. But the views are gorgeous. I can't even believe it's real. I mean, just to look behind you and the sunlight filling in the mountain, it's so pretty where we live. We're so lucky to have these villages in our back door and to have these events, these free events that just come up every weekend.
Yep. So a lot of fun today. Kicking off at noon. It'll go all the way till 10 p.m. Tomorrow is noon until 6. And then we move all the action over to Vail Village, just in case you're out of town or you're not here yet. I talked to a lot of people yesterday that came in town specifically for this event. So it is really fun to see who it brings out.
Absolutely. And we know that the Vail Farmers Market always brings out a lot of people, which we can expect to see tomorrow morning, and that's going to run all the way through October 2nd. We had typically Minturn Farmers Markets on Saturdays, but last weekend was the last one for them. But you can still check out a lot of those vendors. They'll be there on Saturday, and it's crazy. Every week the streets are packed. So many people come up for that farmers market, and there's plenty of art and produce and food. I mean, it's perfect place to get lunch on Sunday.
Definitely. And we do have a lifts opening today, 9:30 in Lions Head and in Vail Village, and then 9:30 over at Beaver Creek. So lift operations Friday, Saturday, and Sunday here in Lions Head and Vail, and then Saturday and Sunday over at Beaver Creek. And like we were mentioning, I don't see any tinge of yellow yet. So it'll be interesting to see the next couple of weeks when we really start to see the leaves change.
Yes, so you'll have to just keep watching our show because we're bringing you those gorgeous morning shots. We go live every morning, 7:30 to 8:30, YouTube, Facebook, and Outside TV Channel 17. Bringing you the views, bringing you the information bright and early just to, keep the morale up. It's Disney World here, and it's so cool to report and share everything we love to do with you guys. So tune back in tomorrow to catch more Vail Valley Live. But until then, have a great Saturday.
It's summer
In the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
And we're out here
Living it.
living it.
Living it.
Lots to do.
lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning.
At 7:30. 7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
It's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.